been getting a lot of emails and quite a few messages on YouTube lately. People want us to do a video on how we clean fish. As a tournament angler, I don't keep a whole lot of fish, but this morning Lake and I, our little boy, he and I went up to Stockton Lake north of here about an hour or so, and we caught a pretty good mess of crappie and some walleye. And so we brought them home, and we're going to do that video for you guys and show you guys the method that I use when I clean fish. There's a handful of different methods out there that are slightly different, and I'm not saying that my way is the best way. I'm just saying this is the best way that I found that works for me. And so I'm going to show you guys, as far as your setup, there's really not a whole lot to it. You need to have a decent sized table. This is actually a little bit smaller than what I would typically use, but we'll get by with it. That you can just do your cleaning on. A bowl of tap water. I've got an empty 5-gallon bucket down here that I'm going to throw my remains into, and then I've got the other 5-gallon bucket here that's got the crappie and walleye in it. So we'll just dive right into it, and I'll show you guys how we did it. Okay, so this method here, I'm going to show you guys on a crappie. You know, most all your fish are going to be the same way. Catfish will be a little bit different. Most people like to skin them and stuff like that. But as far as filleting a fish, crappie, walleye, white bass are a little bit different because they got some red meat in them, and you got to kind of cut that red meat out. But the nuts and bolts of it's going to be about the same. It's not going to be a whole lot different. Like I said, lay your fish out here on your table, and then I've got an electric fillet knife. If some of you guys are the old diehards that like to use a manual fillet knife, the procedure's a little bit different, and we're not going to get into how or anything like that. I'm just going to show you guys how we do it with the electric fillet knife. Being right-handed, I'm going to cut with my right hand. I want the head of the fish facing my left. I'm going to reach in here and just kind of stick my thumb down in the gill so I can hold the fish still. And you guys, this fin right here on the side, I'm going to come in right behind it with the knife. And then I'm going to go halfway through the fish. Just going to get down right there. You don't want to go any deeper than that, because you go deeper than that and you're going to have a heck of a mess, because you'll cut through the spine and it gets really tough. At this point, while the blades are turning, I'm just going to get the knife turned, and I'm just going to go right along the center of the fish. Run down there to the tail. And stop just before you come out the tail, flip it over, and then as you see right here, this is your fillet. Start back in here, and just don't go all the way through the skin. Just take the knife and run it right down to the skin. Buzz it right along that there. It's about time for a new fillet knife. The blades on this was getting dull. But right there's your fillet, right here's your rib cage. Okay, you can feel, as you feel through here, you can feel rough spot. That's your ribs. You want to cut that meat out. So I'm just going to take the blade here, make a cut like that, and then you got some meat up in here you want to save. Come right in there like that, and right there's your fillet. Just throw it down there in your bowl of tap water. This here you're going to throw away. Flip the fish over, and you're going to rinse and repeat. You're going to do the exact same thing on this side that you did on the first side. This side can be a little bit more tricky because it's a little bit harder to work with the fish that is only half there, I guess you could say. Again, the main thing is here, guys, stop before you get to the tail. Yeah, you might leave a little bit of meat in there, but if you cut all the way through that, then it makes this next step a lot harder. As you can see right here, I'm going to come in right at the base of the tail, slide the knife in between the meat and the skin. That, cut through it. That's going to go in the trash bucket. Right here again, the rib cage, right in here. So all this from this line here down and back into here, this little kind of a circle, if you will, that's all trash. So what I'm going to do is come in here behind that. I'm going to cut that there like that. Come back in here. Throw that in the waste bucket, and right there's our other fillet. So just like that, just a couple minutes we filleted a decent sized crappie. Like I said, whether you want to do crappie, if you guys keep largemouth, I'm not, again, I refuse to get into that debate. Largemouth would be the same way. Walleye, white bass, again with white bass you got some red meat there that you need to shave off, but pretty much every fish you're going to fillet is going to be done just like that. and like I said, it's easy, painless. You can, you know, fillet a bunch of fish in a hurry, especially after you get the hang of it. Cleanup's not that big of a deal, and like I said, you end up with a bowl. Your bowl of tap water is going to have your fillets in it. Take them into the sink, rinse them off real good. Put fresh tap water in that bowl and dump a bunch of table salt in there and mix it up. Put your fillets in there, put them in the refrigerator, let them set overnight, and then I would change the water again, put fresh salt water on them, let them set maybe all day, and then go ahead and just freeze them, and or go ahead and fry them. So anyways, that'll wrap up the video on how we clean fish. Those of you that sent us the messages, I hope it helps you guys out. And for more product reviews, how-to videos, tips, tricks, all that good stuff, check us out over at GillzGoneWild.com. Thank you.